Hello, 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 Aquarius. I can't get it out today. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, my name is Patty, and I am Divine Warrior Intuitive. All right. I hope you enjoy this. This is tarot that is divine driven, that is intuitive driven, to help you with your journey, help you with your struggles, your challenges, to help you grow from a low vibrational to high vibrational, as well as, or if you want to say negative to positive, because a lot of people don't know what that means, but also to help you in learning things about yourself and how to grow to the most successful you ever. All right. So we're going to get started. This is for the week of the 12th through the 18th. First card that I am picking with the oracles is the Divine's card. Divine meaning that this is a message he wants to share with you. This is something he maybe needs to tell somebody to make it to get an answer. Whatever it is that's going on in your life, this is divine. Second card is the 12th through the 18th, the current energies. And then the third card out is the future energies, which is between no, I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say the weekend forward. It's not. It's for a couple of months. This energy is a couple of months. This is because of the planets and divine, also numerology that is in there. So for those of you that are new, I do mix my intuitiveness. That's number one. That's always going to stay there first, foremost, and astrology and numerology. All right. So we've got number one. The first oracle. It's actually not the number one, but it's the number 7, and it's the butterfly. He's been showing up, or she's been showing up quite a bit. A lot of this is about transformation. We are transforming. We are supposed to change. We are not supposed to be the same until from baby until death. That'd be sort of weird if we didn't change. But this is also too, is as in the Gemini, this is about your mind process. This is about thought process. So where is it that you need to transform? This is about your ambition. This is about your potential. The number 7 is about your ambition and your potential. So divine saying, are you following what I've made you for? Are you following? Are you doing what I created you in your purpose and your calling? So if you aren't, maybe this is the time to transform into that, baby steps into it, because the current energy out is the raven. The raven is the number 1. It's also the number 10, which means something is shifting and transforming. Something is finishing and then something is moving forward. That says it's about magic, coincidence, and synchronistic events. I don't believe in that. I believe in synchronistic events. I don't believe in magic. I believe in miracles. I believe in divine interaction and not coincidence. I believe everything is brought into our lives for a purpose, a reason. Same with a person. I believe that everybody we touch, or they need to be touched. So that's the raven. Extremely smart bird. Very extremely smart bird, and that bird can actually be taught to talk. That's how smart they are, but they're extremely smart. In biblical times, they chose the bird, the raven or the crow, a lot because it's considered an unclean bird, and that's the way that the divine works through people that we would not expect. So for me, my goal and purpose is hopefully for people to follow from their spirit first, not their head, because their head is earth and it gets them in trouble, whereas spirit is absolute truth, and it will actually keep you on your path, keep you things really, really sort of mellow, calm, at peace for you. That would be my goal and my beautiful thing for people to do. But if people want to think from their head, their life is going to be a roller coaster. It's earth based. It's not second dimensional. It's everything you see, everything you touch, and events around you. Your emotions change based on what's going on. Whereas if you're spiritual, then you don't. You actually are pretty calm through any flipping storm. How do I know? Been on both sides of the coin. So I choose to do spirit and live in peace and calm and joy. And it's a much nicer, simpler life. Okay, so that's your current energy, the raven. Future energy is perception. Okay, now perception is also the number 6. With the number 6 is again about harmony and improvement. It is about following that path. Which way are you going to follow? Which way are you going to go? Are you going to go straight ahead? Are you going to turn left? Are you going to go right? Which way are you going to go? It's all about your harmony and improvement. Again, beautiful, beautiful way that the divine has put these two cards, because the first card out is about transformation. Now, this is a lot of transformation. I'll tell you right now, a lot of transformation is through our thought process. It's either broken or living off of earthly truth, because earthly truth can change like a fart in the wind. Woo! It can go anywhere and everywhere. Right? But if you look at the absolute truth, which is everything is already built in us, our integrity, we know what's good, bad. We know what's right and wrong. We can know what our intuition tells us. Don't touch that stove. It's going to be hot, but then you touch it because you don't believe in it. So you got to believe in trust in that second dimension, your intuition, and life goes much, much simpler and easier. All right. So let's see what the cards have to do for the Aquarius. Now, this perception for the future, this is a couple of months. So for those of you that do like to take notes or jot things down here and there, the perception I'm going to say is a really key, because your perception is going to help you change and transform your thought process. Okay, that is going to help you change that, because a lot of the times when we look at a situation, we look at it from our own perspective. I just have been talking to somebody for the last couple of weeks, and it's just like they have not stepped out of their own perspective to look at other people's perspective. And it's been an aha moment each time. Now, whether they like it or not, I don't know. But the thing is, they're learning about stepping out of the box and looking at somebody else's perspective first. Well, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even look at it that way. Well, but now you understand. Whether you choose to agree or disagree, that's up to you. So this is the first card out is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, again, is a unity. Now, we had a lot of twos in the Geminis as well. But the thing is, this is something that is very comfortable, like two people that are understanding each other. Two people are paying attention to each other's perspectives, not just their own. It's more of a selfless relationship rather than selfish relationship. Have to make sure I said that correctly. So very selfless. It's very balanced. And this is the energies of the, oops, did I turn one by accident? No. This is also the energies of the full moon. And we've got a new moon coming on the 12th on this reading. Just also, by the way, I am going to do a new moon reading. So if you haven't subscribed and you want to watch that, I do astrology first, then I do a reading. And you then just subscribe, hit the bell. But with this new moon and this full moon reading that we had in March, it is about balance. It's all about balance. Because in order for you to grow, you have to transform. You have to break out of an old way, an old thought process, to create a new thought process. So when I was thinking mostly earthly, more worldly, I was in a very different mindset. Now that I'm all spiritual based first, and what does that mean? Spiritual based first means I ask divine first if it's something I'm going to do, or I want to do, or I don't want to do. Do I want to buy that? Do I not want to buy that? Do I want to be with that person? Do I not want to be with that person? Did you bring them to me, or did you not bring them to me? Those kind of things. Do you want me to go on this vacation, not go on this vacation? And you're like, wow, isn't that a little extreme, Pat? Well, no, it's not, because you know what? Maybe he has that money for my vacation saved for something that's coming up that I cannot see, like a challenge or a fire or something. And I go and spend the money. And then when the fire comes, I didn't listen. That's the intuition, when it's like, this is that planetary energy again, desire versus what you should be doing and what you need to be doing. This is a planetary battle that we're doing, this balance that we're doing. It's really, really hard, and it's hard to get out of this rut. All right, so we again have another two. This is about your future. Now, this could also be a couple that is coming together or has been together, that now they're thinking about their future, about getting married or maybe moving. This could be a couple that, and it could be even just friends. Doesn't have to be lovers. They could be companions. Could be they're just best friends, and they're like, you know what? Let's get out of here. We're done. We want to move on. But there's also the King of Cups. And this is the King of Cups is what I'm talking about. So the King of Cups is going through a bunch of troubles, but staying calm because it's from the spirit. Now, if he wasn't staying that little piece of cement or whatever he's on would be flowing all over the place with the water. But he's not. He's staying calm. So whatever is going on between these two people for the future, it is a transformation process. It is going to be a little bit uncomfortable. However, it is necessary. I don't know who that's for. Also, too, thank you. So there's some events that have been happening and going on with this couple. Now, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be whatever, but it's two people. It is a transformation, but things have been happening in a process that you guys know it's happening, and those synchronistic events, but it's a newness. This is a good thing. This is a newness. This is a good thing. So if you're going through a little something, hang on to the side of the boat. It's going to get better. The water's going to calm down. It's going to be all okay, because this is for your future. This is now. It's scary to think of the future too much, because we really should be living in right now. We don't really want to think too far in the future, because then the divine will say, you know what? You think you got it all figured out? Watch this. Boom. And then he throws in a hook to the left or a hook to the right, and then there you're seeing stars on the ground. What just happened? All right. This is definitely, I don't know who this is for. This is definitely is a transition for some couple. This is, and it may not resonate with all, but this one might be coming for you in the future. So really sort of pay attention. We do have somebody or one of the people or a person definitely has been through a lot, been through a battle, been through everything, came out fine. Remember, everything happened for a reason. It came out fine. Maybe there was a miracle there. Maybe there was something happened. But here's the thing. Whatever happened between these two that were balanced and that maybe broke them apart, because I've got the number 2 twice here. It could have broke them apart for a while. However, they're back together, and it made them even closer. So we have the Lover's card and the Sun. So the Sun is about all the good things that are coming up with that, meaning that this couple went through a bunch of heartache, but it was a transformation. And what the divine is saying, hang on, it's going to get better. Stick together. If you're married, thank you. If you're married, the divine is saying you may not know about the 3-stranded cord, but here's what it means. So if you get married, and sometimes they'll wrap a 3-stranded cord between the 2 people and they'll hold it together. That 3-stranded cord is what you do with it. So 1 strand is for him, 1 strand is for her, and the 3rd strand, that is the center strand, is the divine's. And if you have divine in the middle of everything, you can hold on and keep everything together. Even if it's by a thread, the divine will not snap that thread, because if he brought you together, then that is where you need to stay. All right. And I say that if the divine brought you together, because as soon as I heard that, I heard, oh yeah, what about abuse? What about an abusive? I said divine brought you together. If the divine brought you together, there is none of that. If Earth brought you together, the world brought you together, then yeah, there's abuse, there is hate, there is struggling, there is fight. But if the divine brought you together, there's none of that. There might be a little bit of a disagreement or here and there, but there's not a fight. There's not. So somebody is hanging on to something. If you don't let go of this, you can't transform. Whatever you're hanging on to, if you do not let go of it, you can't transform, you can't grow. If you, yeah. This sun is beautiful. This sun is an energy, that transformation energy. This is the energy you want to end your day with every day. Even if you are in a little bit of a kerfuffle with somebody, you want to end it that day, and just because you know what? One of you might not wake up tomorrow. So this is a time where you want to end the day in happiness and just saying, I love you. I don't know why it's so hard. Every night I tell my daughter, I love you, because I don't know if I'm going to wake up in the morning, have a stroke, not ever be able to speak again, maybe not wake up, maybe whatever. I want to make sure that she understands that I love her no matter what happened in that day. All right. All right. And that's sometimes hard to do. When you're angry at somebody, it's hard to say, you know, I love you. But you know what? That can break the ice to communicate better and also to resolve things. Never go to bed being, well, never go to bed at least saying that you don't love them. I can tell people don't go to bed angry, and they will. So we have the 9 of Cups. We have Temperance. And then we have the 7 of Cups. Lots of cups here. This is all about your heart's desire. This is all about your mindset. You can have it. Okay, these two are together, guys. The 4 of Cups, and then we have the 9 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups, you don't let go. You cannot have the 9 of Cups. You're holding on to something that really has no purpose anymore. Something maybe in the past, something that you just don't want to let go of. It's sort of like a grief work. Some people have a grief work of years. Some people have a grief work of maybe just a month. Some people have a grief work, you know, a couple of days, you know, because all how you look at something leaving or passing on or something of that nature. But if you don't release, you can't receive. Have patience with the process. And again, you have to really know what you're wanting in your future. Okay, the 7 of Cups, again, that's a distraction. Somebody's distracting. Somebody is trying to throw you off course. These synchronistic events, you've got to really, really, really be focused in on what you want. Because if you don't, see the lizard bite you, because the thing is that you're not paying attention. Not paying attention. It's like now anymore, like my daughter, if we go out or something, I'll just say, you know, can we put the phones down? Because we need to pay attention to each other, conversation, not be talking, oh yeah, oh, what did you say? Oh, yeah. We need to take time to pay attention. Again, transformation. You know, and here's the thing. Why are you afraid to say, can you put your phone down for a few minutes? Because I need to know that you value me and this moment over your phone and what's going on over there. Whenever there's a conversation going, there shouldn't be a phone, because that devalues the person that you're speaking with, or a TV or whatever. If you want to have a good conversation, you need to exclude all the distractions. That could be just a transformation for somebody in itself. That is a huge transformation, saying, you know what, I'm going to be an active listener. I'm going to work hard to be an active listener. I'm going to make sure that I pay attention. I'm going to put my phone down, my phones down. Now I'm noticing these days everybody has phones that aren't even in business. And yeah, so I don't understand a personal person that has to have 2 phones. If you're in business, yeah, you have a business phone or a business number, and then you have your personal phone. But why does somebody who is personal have to have 2 phones? That you could be saving money. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Let's see what else we got. We have the Lovers again. We have the Lovers. 8 of Pentacles and Lovers. So, you know, what's coming up financially for you guys? Something's coming up financially. Somebody has, oh, okay. So on this Lovers, there's a couple of things coming up. There is a desire versus a need. Again, these are the planets. Planets. Balance. Divide. Do you have a want versus a need? So where's your budget at? So for this couple, where's your budget at? Where is it? Can you afford this want? If not, you need to go back to the needs until you can afford it. Stop living above your means. This is somebody's, you know, I feel like it's more of a masculine. Masculine really wants something, but in reality, they can't afford it. It's not the time. It's not the time. This is a transformation for somebody to say, you know what, I've always bought what I wanted to, you know, I got the credit cards, you know, that kind of a thing. No, this is a time where it's like, okay, we just went through a pandemic. We really need to be mindful. We don't know what the future is going to hold. So we need to really pay attention to what is happening now rather than going blowing a wad. And you know, what's killer is, you know, doing travel. And I'm just about done with that because it's just like, are you serious, people? No offense, but it's a lot of energy that people are just really disrespectful about. That, not to get off on a rant about that, but you know, it takes a lot of time to research a vacation for somebody and then turn around and then just say, oh well, I went and got it somewhere else. You know, it's like it takes hours of my time and then somebody to blow you off after you have spent that time to give them the best experience that you can, and then turn around and go buy it from Expedia or Travelocity when they didn't even ask if I would counter or can you match it. They didn't even ask that. They just went and bought it. And I'm like, especially somebody that actually just bought a big package to Hawaii. I know they're going to call me while they're on vacation because they're not going to have an 800 number and something's going to go wrong. But because they want to save $100 or whatever, you know, so I'm going to start stopping doing travel because this happens more than not. And I'm not going to waste my time for people that don't appreciate it. So, and just blow you off anyway. Yeah. And the Hierophant says, yeah, exactly. So the Hierophant, again, the Hierophant is all about your spiritual side. It is all about balance. He's saying, I'm giving you a time to transform. This is a transformation process. Whatever it is going on in your life right now, you need to pay attention to whatever has been happening in your life, if it's been good or bad, because with the planets and this balance thing, it's actually we're in a rut and we're having a real hard time getting out of that rut because we're not paying attention to the events or the things that are happening around us, and we're missing the boat because we're not paying attention to all the perspectives and just paying attention to our own. This is where we're getting into trouble here for you guys. All right. So this is where we're getting into trouble with this. So let me see if there's anything else here, because this is about transformation. And you're either going to bring it together and really do it good. This is about a couple. This is about another person, another individual, not being patient. Again, these cards here are huge. If I can hold them right. These cards here are humongous. This is the main thing here. Somebody cannot let go. So you're going to miss out on your opportunities because you don't have patience, and you also have too many distractions of what you should be doing. And those distractions are based on what you actually can afford and what you cannot afford, and the things that you should be doing that you, and spirit-wise, and you're not doing. Huge, 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 huge. But for this other couple, they've been through battles. It is going to be beautiful. This is going to bring you a lot closer. Oh, do I have these upside down? Yeah, I do. Okay, we'll just turn you around as I go. So we have the Devil, we have the Moon, and we have the Six of Wands. See, the Devil, he's going to keep you bound. Yeah, go buy that. Go buy that. Yeah, don't worry about it later. And then you can't make the bills. Yeah, oh yeah, that's okay. We'll keep you stuck. We'll keep you in the rut. Yeah. Let's do that. Because you can't see, here's the devil. You can't see what is hidden. But divine and low vibration can. And the Six of Wands is going to keep you where the devil wants to keep you. Fighting, trying to figure things out, this is all about living within your means. Because we got a lot of pentacles here. Pentacles, lovers, yes, pentacles. So that is pretty much it, you guys. You got to unbind yourself from the worldly thought process, unbind yourself from the worldly things, bring yourself around to the Hierophant, pay attention to everything that is going around you. Get your Virgo ears on, get your Virgo sights on, and pay attention to both perspectives. This is going to be huge for somebody. This is going to be huge. In the next 2 months, I'm going to say to anybody who starts to get into an argument, stop yourself and just say, you know what, I'm going to be quiet a minute. Hey, you know what, before we get into a big argument, can I just understand your perspective, why you're thinking that way? Can I understand why you would say that, or that it's okay to say that? May I get your perspective on that? And then sit back and actively listen. Don't go looking all over the place. Just actively listen. And then you say, can I share my perspective? Maybe they won't ask you. Maybe they'll say, well, what is your perspective? What is your perspective? And then you give them your perspective. But if they don't ask you, say, can I give you my perspective? Because this is where I was thinking. And then actually share your perspective and see what the outcome is. Oh, I didn't look at it that way. Well, that's not right. Let them go off and think about it a minute. They'll come back and they'll come back with their tail between their legs, female or male. It's amazing how when that one little technique can actually stop arguments a lot. There's also diffusion. You have to watch the communication video. If you haven't watched the communication video that I have out there, just go on Divine Warrior Intuitive, the playlist, or type in communication. You'll see it. It's two horses talking to each other. Again, it is a good video. Not from me. I'm the conduit. Divine had me do it. I'm like, what do you want me to say? He's got me wanting to do one on pride and ego next, and I still haven't done it. And he goes, I'm waiting. But my knee replacement, hey guys, my knee replacement's getting better slowly. I've been in a few tears here and there, but working it. I'm working it hard. I'm supposed to be going on vacation the end of June. We'll see about that. All right, guys, that's been your reading. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Don't forget, subscribe if you want to watch the new video or the new moon video. Subscribe and hit the bell. That will tell you when I'm on. I haven't done the thumbnail yet to know what time I'm going to do it. I got to see what my schedule is. Physical training, physical therapy gets in the way of everything. And I got to go like 3 times a week. Hopefully it's going to drop down here pretty soon. But definitely, I think it's on Monday, so I'm going to have to do it early because my physical therapy is in the afternoon, and then I got appointments in the afternoon. All right. So you guys have a wonderful week, and we will see you again on the 12th. For the new moon reading, or we'll see you on the 18th, 19th, somewhere around there. We'll see you. All right, take care. Don't forget to share and like.